Plaintiff Bertha Stanley says the defendant's son has a bad reputation and an anger management problem. Bertha claims the defendant's son was at her house playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards with her son, and when he lost the game, he retaliated by throwing a brick through her glass door. Defendants Teresa Harvin, her husband Bruce, and their son Billy say on the night in question, Billy was not even supposed to be at Bertha's house. Billy admits he was angry when he lost the card game, but he insists he is not the one who damaged Bertha's door.
Prove your case.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm here because the defendant, son Billy, he hurled a brick through my screen door and busted it up over a Yu-Gi-Oh card game.
Excuse me?
Billy has...
Let her finish giving her testimony, then I'll let you respond. Go ahead.
Billy has a bad reputation and an anger management problem.
How so?
They put him out the library.
When?
Not true.
Billy could not go into the library over the summer. And when...
Why?
Because they vandalized the librarian's car.
Not true.
He had another boy set up in the library to be beat up.
This is all hearsay, but go ahead.
Listening to
In
my...
small claims court, the judge has the discretion of listening to hearsay or not, and I'm choosing to listen. Go ahead.
Okay, stealing Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Stealing what?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's a game, it's a strategy game that's played. He has bad sportsmanship. He does not know how to control himself.
How did you come upon the knowledge of this reputation?
With my son, Your Honor.
All right. You all want to respond?
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, we don't even know these people. We never seen them before.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, she does.
No.
She's been to my house. The father and the mother has been to my house, Your Honor. Both.
True?
I went and picked both of the parents
I'm going to say how
brought
I've
them
been
to my house in my car.
Yep, I'm going to tell you.
Involving this incident?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
That's how we met
How
them.
about before that?
No,
Okay.
we never seen them before.
And her son
Never.
was at your home?
Yes, her son was at my home. Her son came to my home.
But he wasn't
Does he know your
supposed to have
son?
been.
Yes, he does through another
Okay,
child.
He wasn't supposed to have been because
When
my
he
son
was
came
there-
in.
Quiet, man.
They knocked on the door, a different boy asked could Billy come out. This was in July. And we told him, yes, Billy could go in front of the house. Around 8:30, 8:45, Bruce went to ask the kids to find Billy, tell him to come in. And when Billy...
He wasn't outside.
No, he wasn't outside.
So I went to look for him. She calls me on the cell phone and said he's home. So we asked him where he been. After that, he went to eat. Somebody banging on my door.
Yeah, her husband came to our house
did he
without
tell
her
you?
son. He said he was
out
at a friend's house.
He told you he was kidnapped?
No.
No, he just said he was
He
outside.
said he was outside at a friend's house.
Because you're talking like he did nothing wrong. That's my point. You're acting like, yo, no, we don't know them. Let me tell you how it happened.
Yeah, we
the
don't
way it
know
happened
them.
is somebody came to the door.
Yes.
And
that's
got
true.
him.
That's how
And
we
they
know.
got him and he ended up at her house.
Yes, exactly.
And then she gonna knock at our door. Your son wasn't kidnapped. Your son was disobedient.
Yes,
Yes, he
he
was.
know
He
that.
got
He
in trouble for
trouble.
that.
That's
He
what
got
they
in
said.
trouble
Like
for
he
that.
was, don't act like he
No,
didn't do
we're not
anything
acting like
wrong.
he's innocent or
All
good.
right.
No,
Let's
'cause
get back
he's
to
not.
any other incidents of bad behavior. Library vandalism. Have you ever heard that?
No.
Never.
Young man, have you ever heard of any library vandalism?
Never.
All right. And stealing Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yes.
Have you ever been involved in that?
No.
All right. Never even been accused of it?
Yes.
He was.
He just said no. Now you're saying yes.
Yes, he was
I see why you're in
accused
trouble,
of it.
because y'all
Yes.
try to lie for him.
No.
Can you tell me why he said no?
Why? I don't know why he said no,
Okay.
but I'm just
All
saying
right.
yes. I'm telling you
Let
the
me
truth.
tell you, you're at a big disadvantage.
Okay,
Because one of the two have lied. And this case involves the child's behavior.
Yes.
And the parents, I guess you're trying to sue them for negligent supervision.
Yes, Your Honor, because
right.
I'm doing it civilly. My husband told me to,
You're referring to this incident.
This incident
Let's
of the
go
Yu-Gi-Oh
over the
cards.
incident in its entirety.
Okay.
okay.
On July 11th, my son and his friends were in the basement playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards on the pool table. Okay, I was upstairs. At 11 o'clock, I heard this explosion. I ran downstairs. My husband was sitting in the kitchen. He ran to the basement. I'm thinking, love my neighbor dearly, but he drops air conditioners out his window. I open the door up, glass falls at my feet. I said to my husband, I said, who went out the door? I heard the door close. They said, Billy. My husband jumped in his clothes and took the young man that knows where Billy lives and went around there. My husband knocks on the door.
Bangs.
Well, bangs, he was upset. Your son tore my door
Go ahead,
up.
ma'am.
No.
My
Go
husband
ahead.
knocks on the door and talks to the father. And as I get it, he has a statement here of what was
Let's see
said.
it, please. Tell me in essence. What
Okay, he went
was
around.
said.
When he went there, he banged on the door. The father came, and whoever answered the door, I don't know who, and said, your son threw a brick through my door. So father supposedly asked Billy, did he do it? Billy said no. My husband told him to man up, and Billy said he did it. So the next day,
Not true.
so the next day, the father comes to my house. I didn't know he was outside until I heard all this mumbling and cussing. And he says, this door don't cost so-and-so and so-and-so. I said, whoa. First of all, you don't come on my place using profanity. You don't come here doing that.
Your
So
Honor,
I
can
told
I
him, I
say
said,
why?
come in. I wanted to
let's
take him.
explain when I'm
I wanted to
finished
take him to Home Depot, which we did.
So he had agreed to pay for it?
He agreed to pay for the door. We told him what it would cost. The people at Home Depot, he was very belligerent with them.
All right, and now what?
You know what he said? Take me to court.
Okay.
So that's what I did.
Let me hear from you all.
What happened was they came around. The father didn't know what to say. He told the kids to say something. They just said Billy got mad. So what happened? Oh, the door broke. So I goes around to their house. Him right here, sitting here. I don't know his name. He said when they left, he seen Billy go up the street. And then they heard a big boom. So I don't understand it, how he could do it.
Ma'am?
At 11 o'clock that night, her husband, he was raging and cursing and saying, your son just busted out my window and you gonna pay me $1,000 at the end of the month. I said, excuse me, but before you can ask for any
then
money.
why would he say at the end of
Yes,
the month?
he said it. That's what he said. That's just what he said.
No. Pay me at the end of the
That's
month.
just what
No,
he
you
Sound
said.
like
That-
something
no.
somebody says
No, that's
when
just
they
what he
get angry.
said.
No, he
That's
did
how
not.
he said it. Yeah,
The end of the month, Your Honor.
I don't know why he said it like
I don't
that.
know
Go
what he
ahead, but that
said.
just don't sound
I don't
right.
know.
He did
But
not.
I'm telling you
Go
the
ahead,
truth. That's
ma'am.
what
That's
he
what he
said.
said.
No, he did
said,
not, Your Honor.
Because we never seen them before a day in
All
our
right.
life. We called Billy back. We said, Buddha, what did you do? He said he left out upset and he came walking home because he knew he was in trouble for coming in at 11
What did he
o'clock
say
that
he was
night.
upset about?
Losing the Yu-Gi-Oh card game
All
to
right.
her son.
Let me hear from you, young man.
All right, I was at his house like at 10:45 p.m. And after I lost the game, I went home after leaving from his basement. 10 to 15 minutes later, when I was near the corner of his house, I heard a big boom. 15 minutes after me coming home, I saw his dad knocking on the door, yelling and screaming and cursing, asking why I broke his window. I said, I didn't break your window, Mrs. Shields.
All right. You think it's a coincidence that within a few minutes of you being angry and leaving angry, that the door was shattered at the same time?
No, Your Honor.
I still don't think he did it. The reason why
You think
I
it's
don't
a coincidence too, then?
Yes.
All
the
right,
reason
good
why
enough. Let me hear from you. I heard you, man. I got you. Go ahead.
My name's Andrew Schultz, 15.
What do you want to tell me?
Me and Billy, we was playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and he wanted these 2 cards. So I said, play me for him. We played the fair game. Everybody was looking. I won. And I won his 3 cards. He went back upstairs mad. He slammed the door in my face. Not like really slammed it, but just shut the door because he was mad. He was walking. We shut the door. About 30 seconds later, we walked back downstairs. In the basement, we hear boom. My mom thinks it was the air conditioner. My dad thought it was us playing horse playing downstairs. We walked back up, and we see a door broke. We see a door broken. We all knew who it was. It was Billy. Next day, Billy told it was a white kid with red hair that broke my door.
Door?
Ended it.
Let's get to the Home Depot. Did you go to Home Depot with them?
Yes, I went before them though,
Why?
just to see
See what?
how much the door was.
Why?
Because at first I was gonna get them a door, but their stories kept changing. That's what made me say, well, forget it.
Yeah,
You
we
have your
did.
receipt?
Yes, I do.
How did their story change?
They say they just want a door. I was gonna give them a door just to keep the peace. Now they want it installed and all that.
Oh, you
Well,
thought
They
they
pay for
just
their own
want...
installment.
It was.
They can pay for their own installment if I give them a door. That's how I feel about it.
If he raised his kid like he is, this child will not make it to 18 because the way the father
Not true, Your
left
Honor,
and rented
because we
on the
have
side.
They think
plenty
he's a
of
fine
children.
young man. So if they
And-
think it's a fine young man, then allow them to raise their child in the manner in which they are doing so, because they're very satisfied with his behavior. Even though it's going to cost them $833 today, they're satisfied with it. And the reason it's going to cost you that, sir, is because you agree that you told them you would pay for it. Your only defense today is that you didn't told them you would have it put in. Judgment for the plaintiff, $833. Have a good day.
That's good.